Yo, what's up guys, AJC here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about 2Hype apologizing to Mopi, TD, and Los for their exposed videos. But you're going to want to watch till the end because I'm going to be revealing a clip from a big YouTuber who says that 2Hype are the biggest snakes and have no loyalty. But before we get into it, first off, mean the world if you could like this video, and if you want more YouTube news like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that red button down below so you don't miss an upload. But besides that, let's get straight into today's story. Okay, so as you all know, the 2Hype situation has been going on for about a week, and the last 2 or 3 days have been pretty quiet where no one has really said anything from 2Hype or Mopi or TD. And although no one who is involved in the situation has addressed the controversy, other big YouTubers such as The Flight Mike have dropped videos on the 2Hype beef giving their opinion on the topic. As of lately, we know that 2Hype has been deleting hate comments on their YouTube videos, Zach TTG has not said anything about Mopi, and the only person who decides to speak out is Christopher London himself, who has been catching a lot of heat due to the leaked phone call of them kicking out TD. So the other day, LSK took to Twitter to explain why 2Hype members have been quiet about the whole situation, and he said this: "I deleted everything related to the drama because it just caused more drama and all this is childish. I apologize. We can go back and forth all day, but who really cares? Who are we to judge each other? If you don't mess with me, cool. I'm here to spread positivity. Did I mess up? Yeah." So this tweet got a lot of mixed opinions from fans, and he also explained on why he deleted his apology video in the first place. He was saying he was doing it by being the bigger man, but it just seems kind of convenient that he deletes his exposed video just hours after the leak call of him got revealed. He continues to say who really cares about the 2Hype beef anyway, but LSK fails to realize that 2Hype fans deserve to know the truth, and that's all they have been wanting from the start. He continued to tweet out and said, "I realized a lot about myself this year, and I've made changes even before all of this. You may not agree, and that's okay. I don't care if you expose me, y'all don't know everything. We're living in a pandemic right now, and we should be uplifting each other, not tearing each other down." The only problem with this tweet is when LSK talks about tearing each other down, he thinks that 2Hype fans are out to get him and other members for no reason. Like there is a reason why 2Hype is getting hate, and Christopher London makes it sound like we're just hating on him just cause, which is further than the truth. This is not only the first but second time something like this has happened, and since they got away with it the first time, seems like 2Hype fans are not going to let it happen the second time around. He lastly said, "I won't be entertaining any negativity moving forward, even if people wish to do so on my name for their personal gain. To the fans, I apologize for sugarcoating things in the past, but I don't wish to comment on anything more right now. Life is short, let's focus on ourselves." And although he says this now, it will be interesting to see how LSK and the rest of 2Hype are going to be responding once Mopi and TD drop their exposed video. I highly doubt they're just going to stay silent, so although LSK says this now about the situation, once things starts to get leaked out, it might be a whole different story. Now with the 2Hype drama bringing so much attention, Drama Alert host Keemstar was getting spammed by fans to do a video on the whole situation, and Keemstar took to Twitter to give his opinion on this topic with the title L-Hype, and this is what he had to say.
Roughly 18 minutes ago, I uploaded a Twitter video talking about the 2Hype drama, where I basically explained, I don't really know anything about it. Now, I have seen your guys' tweets and saying, cover the 2Hype drama, cover the 2Hype drama. I know what 2Hype is. I know what the 2K community is. But quite frankly, I just didn't know anything. So I watched the 18-minute video, or 22-minute video, from Flight Mike, where he covered the whole thing in 1.5 speed, so I got through it in probably about 15 minutes. And now I have a better understanding of what's going on, and I must say that 2Hype made some crucial mistakes. 2Hype was trying to be like a Sidemen. The difference is, with Sidemen, all of those people that were in day one are still there today.
Okay, so as we all know, Sidemen were one of the first very YouTube groups on the internet 5 years ago, which consisted of the members of Ethan, Toby, Josh, Harry, Simon, Vic, and lastly KSI. They came together all across Europe and turned out to be one of the most successful moves for the members of Sidemen, but also YouTube in general. It revolutionized content on YouTube, and Sidemen's success became a blueprint to other content creators. Keemstar makes a good point to start this video on how they stayed together throughout everything and remains to be the same group that they began with 5 years ago. Keemstar continues on to say this about 2Hype.
And they didn't add any new people. When they created Sidemen, they made a deal. No new people, and nobody gets kicked. And they're doing just fine. But it seems like in the 2Hype, there was no fucking loyalty, bro. If I were you, I'd throw that brand in the garbage and start from scratch. You know, if you're going to model something off the Sidemen, you need to model it off the Sidemen.
So I get this comment on every one of my 2Hype videos where someone says that, oh, it's just a business, you don't understand. But at the end of the day, it's just a YouTube group. Like, it's really nothing that serious. People claim that these moves that 2Hype did on kicking TD out or Los had to be done, but in reality, it really didn't have to. They did it because they wanted to, and like what Keemstar said, there was no loyalty in this group. At the end of the day, these guys are your friends first, and if you get a phone call that you're kicked, you would feel some type of way, which is what's happening with TD and Los at the moment. But Keemstar continued to say this.
You can't be kicking someone because, oh, I don't think they're commercial and da 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 da. It's not about that. I'll tell you what, some of the people in the Sidemen, they're fucking irrelevant. Some of them are just they upload on their own channel, they don't pull any views. But they didn't get kicked from the Sidemen.
Okay, I think Keemstar went a bit too savage saying some of the Sidemen are irrelevant, but at the same time, he makes a really good point. I love the Sidemen and I am a big fan of all the members, but some members like Toby doesn't pull the same amount of views as, let's say, KSI. And it is what it is, but you don't see Sidemen talking to Toby saying you need to get your views up or else you're kicked. That stuff just doesn't matter to them anymore. When people subscribe to the Sidemen for the very first time, they are expecting every week to see the same 7 people. If you are consistently changing the core group, then your fan base begins to fall. Although KSI is the popular one in the group, a lot of fans watch the Sidemen just because of Toby or just because of Simon. The whole argument 2Hype brings up about the branding moving forward was one of the biggest mistakes they made, because now, if you look at their content, it's just for 9-year-olds and that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, but I haven't heard a dude over 18 say that they are a big fan of 2Hype videos and watch it every single day. Yes, there are some, but I know a lot of their content is built around targeting a younger audience. What starts to happen is that 2Hype just now look like a bunch of sellouts because they're making content that's just for sponsorships or keeping it family friendly. Like, they're not being themselves anymore. If you watch the Sidemen, who are the biggest YouTube group in my opinion ever, they swear, they say crude things, but at the end of the day, they're being themselves. And that's what's probably the most important thing about being a YouTuber. However, Keemstar's last message to 2Hype was this.
Some of them mess up. Harry's fucking doing cocaine. That's a joke, I don't know. But he didn't get kicked from the Simon. That's what it's all about when these YouTube groups is fucking loyalty. The minute you start, oh, well, I don't think he's good for the brand, da da da, brand's done. Brand's over with. It's gotta be loyalty. Look at Jake Paul in Team 10. Motherfucker had people coming and going non-stop. There's no fucking Team 10. That shit doesn't exist. You gotta have loyalty in a group.
Keemstar was right about a lot of things in his response video, and replacing people in a group is not the answer. Like what Keemstar said, look at the success of Team 10. They lasted I think a year and a half and no one really knew who they were, besides it was run by the biggest douchebag in the world, Jake Paul. Now, although 2Hype may continue to do big things and continue to do YouTube, their YouTube career will no longer be the same because they have fallen into a trap of making content just because sponsorship companies and YouTube prefer it. They're not building a real fan base because once they grow older, they realize this content is not for them and they don't watch it anymore. But that's just my opinion on the topic. Let me know what you think in the comments and I'll see you soon.